With the launch of World War III came a lot of issues. Many people couldn't play at all, and those who could suffered from frame drops and stutters. And the audio. Ooh. My biggest issue was customizing my gun. If you choose to customize your gun instead of using the attachments that are on your starting loadout, it glitches. Well, at least for me. And even after unlocking the holo, I was stuck using the iron sights. And before I realized that was an issue, I had already messed up the SMG you start with as well. The only gun I didn't mess up was the LMG, and the ADS on this thing was way too slow for CQB. But it had high damage. A lot of people also had issues playing TAC Ops and could only play Team Deathmatch, which isn't a big deal, at least they still got to play. Don't forget this is a closed beta, so it's still technically being tested. I was lucky enough to be able to play TAC Ops, and what I can say is it feels nice. The map sizes aren't too big, definitely not too small, and the vehicles feel good, except I think they're a little too fast. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I was zooming around with this LAV and it took a while for them to kill me because you can just dodge the incoming rockets if you react fast enough. If only I could customize my gun, because the amount of attachments you can add to your gun is insane. You can even add attachments that are only for the visual look of the gun, and tons of camos not only for your weapon but also for your character. Once again, a major issue that I noticed was the audio. I know it's improved since the last playtest, but I didn't play the last playtest and it's also been a while. You would think they would fix the audio. We all know that's easier said than done. But there were times where I couldn't even hear my own gunshots, let alone the enemy's weapon shooting right beside me. Most of the time, all you could hear was the bullet impacting surfaces, not even the actual pop of the gun. Although footsteps seemed fine, I was able to track movement with just audio, and I didn't notice very many situations where I got snuck up on silently. Mostly because this game has tac sprint, and I'm gonna say that again, tac sprint, like tactical sprint, meaning you use it tactically, moving cover to cover. You don't use it every time you want to run. It takes way too long to pull your gun back out. I'm actually impressed with this game even with the early bugs. At the time of recording this, they shut down the servers to fix a lot of the issues people were having. Sadly, that's not going to have audio fixes because that's a whole nother thing that's going to take the devs a long time to perfect. Let's just hope it's fixed when the game releases officially for everyone. And once again, this is a beta, so we are all testing this game, and it takes people like you and me to play the game and to have issues so that we can make content and inform the public and the devs on what the game needs to improve. But for my first time playing World War III, not too bad. The recoil on the guns feel pretty nice, and it takes skill to control. Only the SMGs have hardly any recoil, but of course their damage is way lower than, say, an assault rifle with more recoil but also more damage. And sidearms in this game are effective. It only takes a couple of shots to kill. That's another thing, it feels like a hardcore tactical shooter because of the time to kill being so fast. I love not having to shoot someone 1,000 times before they go down. I haven't unlocked the sniper yet, but after seeing all the snipes from the previous playtest, I'm excited to get my hands on that thing. The game does well at implementing team play. Working with your squad will be the difference between life and death. And if you're communicating and combining equipment, you can easily dominate the entire lobby. They got a lot of work to do to get this game where it needs to be, but other than the occasional stutter and dropped frame, it ran okay for me. And the dev team is constantly on Twitter giving updates, and once again they just shut down the server to fix some issues. And so far they're doing a great job of communicating with the community and listening to the feedback of the players. I have high hopes for this game's success in the future, and if done right, this could be a game they continue to add to and improve for years to come. And from what I've played so far, I'm down for the ride. If you want to stay up to date on everything World War III, consider subscribing, and hit the bell so you don't miss when I post a new video. Thanks for watching, and to end this video, here's some vehicle gameplay, and they might need to nerf these things, I'm just saying.
Our units are taking hold of objective Charlie 1. Our units are taking hold of objective Alpha 2. Area Alpha is under our control. He is ready. Objective Alpha 2 is under attack. Enemy airstrike fast approaching. Our units are taking hold of objective Bravo 2. Our units are taking hold of objective Charlie 1, requesting mark for an airstrike. Objective Alpha 2 is under attack. Our units are taking hold of objective Bravo 1.